What if your mornings could be inspiring and ridiculously fun?
Kindness Rising isn't just a show, it's a full wake-up vibe.
It's freaking fun, people.
Yeah, man, it's got real get after it energy.
I love it.
Wake up with Kindness Rising.
I help purpose-driven people grow their impact. 5-ingredient recipe to help you build your personal brand. Get out there and take kind action.
If it's live, they'll feel it.
On Kindness Rising, we bring you proven strategies and fresh ideas you can actually use. If you're not failing, you're not trying.
Exactly. Fail fast, rebound faster.
You'll see the bloopers and the genuine connections that make kindness contagious. We sometimes get into a little bit of trouble.
Pretty much my life made the list.
You can trust what you see right here is honest, respectful, and uplifting. Social impact organizations, and we always talk about them. Try kindness. It's way cheaper than therapy. You just made my day. Welcome, everyone. Welcome back to Kindness Rising. We're not here to rehash the headlines. We're here to give you tools, laughter, and a little curiosity to start your day right. Stick around for today's workplace takeaways and a team meeting you definitely don't want to run like Stan. But first, Monday mornings are all about fresh starts, and sometimes that means letting go of what isn't working. That's true in business, it's true in life, and apparently it's true in Cal and Stan's living room too, because this weekend, Cal dropped some big news.
Stan, Jenna, and I aren't going to work out.
Oh, man, you okay?
Yeah. Or she wanted more candlelit dinners, less jam sessions. That's rough, Cal. But hey, on the bright side, I don't have to fight for shotgun anymore.
All right. Too bad we never even met Jenna, but every ending leaves a little space, and sometimes the one who fills it doesn't speak our language, but still knows exactly what we need. So stick around. Something tells me that Cal may have found a new match. Welcome to Kindness Rising.
This is Kindness Rising.
So here's the thing about curiosity at work. It's not about having the answer to everything. It's about learning how to ask the best questions. The right questions fuel strategy, spark innovation, and uncover blind spots. The wrong questions, those just add noise. So today we're talking about how curiosity, one of our 6 strings, connects directly to growth, because when you're curious in the right direction, you don't just do more, you do more better. All right, I'm trying to do better too by jumping into the comments here. Good morning, everyone. I see some of our old friends like Mike Sullivan. Good morning, Mike. Hope you had a great weekend out there on the West Coast. Lady Drew, of course, always here with positivity, getting up, getting after it in the comments. I appreciate you. And my buddy Buzzy B Driven, welcome to Kindness Rising. Get out there, get involved in the comments. If you're out there in the community, it's your first time here at Kindness Rising, jump in the comments and say hello. I will say hello back, and we can get up and get after it together in the morning. And I am checking out over here on the horizontal a couple more of our old friends like Mike Hers. Good morning, Michael Hers. Good morning. And Adam Holroyd is here too, the OG Adam Holroyd. Our whole crew's in the house for a Monday morning. Here we go, getting up and getting after it for another loop. I appreciate you all so much. It's good to know that you will be here. Well, Cal, we heard, Cal, we didn't get to meet Jenna, but Jenna decided to go in a different direction. But I think we're going to see now where things may have gone with these guys.
Okay, Calder, before we start this team meeting, let's introduce our new intern. Everyone, meet Reginald.
That's Reginald C. Whiskerton, our Chief PURR-iosity Officer.
First initiative, mandatory nap breaks.
He's already increased morale by 20%.
Well, they don't have a strategy, but they have a cat. Welcome in, Reggie. It'll be interesting to see how Reggie fills the hole in Cal's heart. Aw. Anyway, I'm having fun with this. I hope you guys like Cal and Stan. They're silly little guys, but they know that they're interested in what you have to say about them. Think about your best leaders, the ones you've worked with. They weren't the ones just barking answers at you all the time. They were the ones that were asking good questions that opened the door for you. Instead of assuming things, they asked, like, what if we tried it this way? Or instead of competing with your response, they would say, how do we solve this together, right? A little collaboration. Or instead of shutting people down, they'd simply ask, what am I missing? That's a wonderful trait in a leader, being humble and being able to say, I don't know, but let's work together to figure it out. Research backs this up too. Harvard Business Review found that curiosity boosts innovation and team performance while reducing conflict, because when curiosity is engaged, people explore instead of defend. Curiosity is a string of exploration, and growth is its echo. Together, they turn work from a grind into a laboratory. And that's where you are right now, the Mornings in the Lab Network. This is Kindness Rising. I come here every Monday through Friday, 7:30 a.m. Eastern, to get up and get after it with a little hope, humanity, heart, maybe a few little tips, some fun along the way. We're building a world here, and we want you all to be a part of it. So come here, stay here, stick around, and don't forget to get over to Mornings in the Lab with Keith, John, and friends at 8 a.m. All right. Moving on to our next little piece here. I always like to give you something practical, something to think about, maybe something to do to make a difference related to our topic. And today we're talking about curiosity. And these are your 3 curiosity filters. Here's how to keep curiosity productive instead of distracting. Flip your assumptions. When someone says we've always done it this way, ask why. I know there are people out there who've experienced that. You show up somewhere and they say, we've always done it that way. Ask why. Find out. Sometimes you might spark a change or an answer. Our second curiosity filter is to spot the blind spot. Curiosity shines when others aren't looking. That's what you want to do. So spot that blind spot when someone's not looking. Make sure you're still asking those questions, and collaborate. That's what we do here. We work together. We all have something to offer. Our teams at work, our families at home, everywhere you go, you have something to offer. Collaborate. Don't ask to prove a point. Ask to move the question forward. Sometimes our questions are really criticisms hidden with questions. Instead of trying to prove a point and trying to win the argument with your question, why don't you ask one that moves the conversation forward? Those are your 3 curiosity filters. Thank you for joining us here on Kindness Rising. Jumping back into the comments, I see we have an active vertical feed this morning. We always stream, for those that are new, we always stream in vertical, so you can catch us on your phone, and we stream us in horizontal, so you can put yourself up on your TV. I've been doing this for 61 episodes, so it's 30 hours worth of live streaming that I've done. I never, until this weekend, watched myself on the television. We have a smart TV, and I'm flipping around. I go out on YouTube. I'm like, never looked at myself on TV. That's an interesting experience. Anyway, appreciate you all so much. Mom says Cal, not calls. I don't know what that means. Roseanne Roof, welcome into the vertical. I appreciate it. I hope you're saying you watch Cal and Stan instead of taking phone calls. I like that idea. Maybe that's what you're saying. Lady Drew is out there. Roseanne Roof, Buzzy Be Driven. Appreciate you guys. I love the way you interact out there. Lindorn 2, welcome. I don't tell us. Why don't you tell us a little something about yourself? What's up? I'm Matt Roof, the Uncommon Kindness Guy. I am glad to meet you, and we've got a cool community here, getting up and getting it after it with a little bit of hope, humanity, and heart rather than headlines and noise. So that's what we're doing here today. All right. I'm just looking around here. Oh, you said Cal made a good choice. I like that. Cal made cats instead of ladies. Yeah, I think the cat will take good care of him. Maybe we'll see, Mom. I appreciate you. Okay, I'm just trying to decide what to do next. I don't know if anybody has noticed. I know some of you guys have stuck around. I made some changes. They're subtle in the look of here, but behind the scenes, I move screens around. So trying to make things run smoother. I'm trying to make it actually really what I'm trying to do. I'm just going to be 100% honest. I'd love to shed the glasses, and I'm trying to find a way that I can be able to see. Maybe I should get contacts or whatever. I don't know. So that I can trying to find a way that I can see and still deliver. Yeah, just be able to see, I guess. So anyway, let's move on. We're going to move on. We're going to skip the spotlight for today because time is flying by, but I can tell you about some great organizations. We usually talk about if we've got a little extra time, I'll throw them back in. But in the meantime, I think it's more important that we stop in and see how Cal and Stan are doing on their first team meeting that includes their new friend. Let's find out.
Okay, Calder, let's brainstorm. What do we need to grow this company?
One word, trampolines.
We're doomed.
Oh boy. I guess maybe Reggie Whiskerton enjoys trampolines too. Curiosity is great, but without direction, it's just bouncing around. So I think that maybe Cal and Stan need a little direction to point their curiosity and their questions in the right direction. Okay. Welcome to Kindness Rising, everyone. I appreciate everyone that's coming out this morning and getting involved in the comments. Mike Sullivan dropping down. I appreciate you so much. Appreciate the little tip. Thank you. Lindorn, no, Lady Drew's talking about my t-shirt. Yeah, it's a little tie-dye I picked up at a little country fair kind of thing here a couple of weeks ago. I like it. Trying to pick up a little color this morning for a morning. Lindorn, you remind me of a guy from Lincoln Park. Interesting. That's one I don't really know the guys from Lincoln Park. I know Chester Bennington, who died, but I don't know the guys. I'll have to check them out and see if I'm like those guys. I don't know. Like Sullivan, so much. Thank you so much. It's not about the money, buddy. It is about the fact that you show up here every day, and I love it. Yes, and Reggie's going to need some food. I don't know what these guys are going to do if they can't grow their business. I don't know what's going to happen, but we'll find out together. Maybe let's keep watching and waiting. But of course, let's get back to our core content where we're talking about curiosity and curiosity at work. I appreciate that that everyone is out there thinking about maybe how they might be able to ask better questions today. It doesn't even have to be at work either. Ask questions in the comments. Ask questions everywhere you go. Right? So next, we're going to talk about how asking questions can help you fill in your missing pieces. It's the missing piece mindset. Sometimes curiosity isn't asking about more questions. It's about asking the one question, the most important question that completes the puzzle. Here are 3 ways to find your missing piece at work and in life. The first is look for the gap. Instead of focusing on what's already clear, ask that same question we asked before. What am I missing here? What's missing? Gaps reveal opportunities. Second is ask a connector question. That's the piece that usually connects to others. So how does this link to what we already know, right? I don't know if I'm explaining that really well, but basically making that connection to something we already know. I love connections. I love analogies. I love finding the places where things meet together or can help each other. That strategy, finding those places, and the way you do it is to ask that connector question. How does this link to what we already know? And lastly, test the fit. Not every answer is the right one. Be willing to try, adjust, and swap until that piece locks in. So again, answer the question, trial it out, see what happens, and adjust as you go. Plan, do, check, act, all those things that we talk about here on Kindness Rising. Curiosity helps us notice what others ignore. And when you find the missing piece, the whole picture comes together. CDS Pranav, hi man, what's up, buddy? Welcome into Kindness Rising. You've reached your morning dose of hope, humanity, and heart. We're getting up and getting after it a little bit, talking about curiosity with all our friends in the community and in our world of Kindness Rising and at Mornings in the Lab. Don't forget, when we're done here at Kindness Rising, get on over to Mornings in the Lab with Keith, John, and friends. They're going to continue the conversation, and they are going to bring you a little bit of their wild Monday morning get after it energy so that you don't hit the snooze button. We always talk about branding here on Kindness Rising. It's a subject that's important to me. It's our business, frankly. We always talk a little bit about what we do, why we do what we do at Mornings in the Lab, how we do it, and how we can help you to do it too. Curiosity is branding fuel. We talk about our EAT program: experience, expertise, authenticity, trust, and entertainment, the 5-ingredient recipe to build your personal brand. It drives curiosity, drives authenticity. That's the word I'm looking for, and trust. When you ask good questions, people see you're listening. And when people feel heard, they lean in. But here's the thing. In today's world, whether you realize it or not, you already have a brand. I have a brand. You have a brand. What you do, who you are. The question is, are you shaping it? Or are you letting it shape itself? Are you taking control of your brand? One way to take control of your brand is to work with us here at the Mornings in the Lab network, and we can help you. A strong personal brand will help you to stand out in a noisy world. It'll help you build opportunities like partnerships, clients, collaborations, because people know what you stand for. And when it's rooted in kindness, which is where mine is, and rooted in curiosity, it doesn't just promote you, it attracts the right people around you. We're attracting people into this community that are having a good time and want to have some fun, get up with some energy in the morning. That's why I go live, and even sharing simple recorded conversations matters. We can help you with that too. It puts your voice, your values, and your questions out into the world, and that's how your brand grows, with intention instead of by accident. That's the EAT program and our branding world. Welcome to Kindness Rising. I appreciate you all. Be driven. It's streaming on more than just this channel. That is true. I stream here on Kindness Rising. I stream on the Mornings in the Lab network channel, the Mornings in the Lab, and I also stream to LinkedIn and to Facebook. So if you have access to any of those, or you're out there on any of those, thank you for joining me. I appreciate it. Thinking about starting maybe some additional channels. There's Twitch. Twitch is one that people are streaming on out there. I know my kid streams on Twitch through the Broome Community College communications program, which is really kind of cool. They have a program on Twitch called Comcast. You should check them out. They're a lot of fun kids, 3 or 4 19 to 21-year-old kids doing some fun stuff online. All right. There's a plug for the Comcast for Broome Community College. They didn't even pay me. It's my kid. I'll do anything for them. Okay. We're talking about the mornings in the lab. We're talking about the mornings in the lab network. And that means that we're connected. We're all connected together, and we always connect what we do here to what's going on over at Mornings in the Lab. Today's key theme is pulling yourself from rock bottom. I know we've all had it. We've all had our bottom outs. They come, they go. We bottom, we go up, we go up. That's the way life is, right? So Keith and John are going to be talking about, I think, their personal experiences, but more importantly, or as importantly, going to be talking about how to do it and how to help yourself, because that's what we do. We are here to help people. When you're flat on the floor, curiosity is often your first step back. You can ask, what can I try? Who can I call? What do I still have? Those aren't just questions, they're your lifelines, because rock bottom isn't the end of the story. With the right questions, it becomes a foundation that you can build from. Yes. All right. Curiosity. All right. So I'm bouncing around a little bit today. Like I said, I'm doing things a little differently. So bear with me while I get through this. Chat amongst yourselves, as they say. Oh, good Lord, have mercy. I am going to do the spotlight because I feel like it's important to do that. It's what we do here at Kindness Rising. We highlight the good people that are doing good work. We're here to multiply kindness and unlock growth for everyone who we touch. So we want to help these organizations that use curiosity to unlock growth in their workplace and their community. All right. The first one is a place called Mind Gym. I don't know if you've ever heard of Mind Gym. That's GYM, like gymnasium. A global consultancy helping leaders shift their behavior through curiosity-driven coaching. It's so important as leaders in our organizations, leaders in our families, leaders in our communities, whatever it case may be, to use curiosity to drive our results. And Mind Gym's work proves that the right question asked at the right time can reframe the entire problem. They've designed leadership workshops that move companies beyond autopilot thinking. That's Mind Gym. And then we also have a nonprofit organization called the Right Question Institute. I've actually talked about them before, but they're really cool, so I'm going to spotlight them again. The Right Question Institute is a nonprofit that's empowering people with the skill of asking sharper and more effective questions. They focus on communities that go into classrooms. That's where a lot of this stuff is taught, into healthcare organization, and they train teachers, patients, community leaders, doctors. Their model shows that curiosity isn't just about gathering information. It's about strengthening voice and agency. Both prove that better questions don't just improve decisions, they reshape culture and build stronger communities. Those are our kindness spotlight organizations, Mind Gym and the Right Question Institute. Thanks for jumping in here on a Monday morning to Kindness Rising Live. So I'm interested in what the community has to say about curiosity. How are you leaning into curiosity in your world? What questions are you asking? Let's see, Mike Hers, what do you got? If we never challenged anything, we'd still be putting leeches on our skin to suck the ghosts out of our blood. I appreciate that, Mike. Absolutely. Curiosity is the key behind all of our scientific, our technological advances. Asking that what if question. I love what if. I love connections. Like I said, how do these things connect? How is this like something else? And what's worked there, looking at those kind of, whether they're business models or marketing campaigns or questions in business. We always talk about business on Mondays. So yeah, asking the right question is just about as key as it can be. It's amazing as a leader. I've led groups of people, small groups, large groups, whatever the case may be. I'm leading a community here. I'm still getting used to how we interact, which is kind of cool and fun. But when you're leading, you don't. I would focus, I guess. Let me just say it this way: I would focus on doing less talking and more listening. It sounds cliche. It is so true, though. When you consciously choose to ask a question and just let it hang and listen, sometimes the answers come out. Yes, absolutely. When you're in with groups of people, you need to be able to control the conversation. It's always interesting when you lead groups of people, who stands out, who's willing to talk, and being a good facilitator is key, because a lot of times the people who are quietest in these meetings and things, they're the ones with actually the brilliance underneath, right? And then the other thing I always do is make myself available after the meeting, because some people aren't comfortable talking in groups. You want to encourage them to, but asking the right questions, getting people thinking, that's what curiosity is all about at work. Be Driven's talking about his honey subscriptions. If you are into local honey or delicious and healthy honey, Buzzy Be Driven is out there with his honey subscriptions. Don't forget to reach out to him. Appreciate it. Absolutely. Don't forget also, in the community, you've got a business, you've got something you want to talk about, as long as it's appropriate and it aligns with what we're doing here, we're glad to help you talk about it, because that's what we do as a community. Talk about our businesses, our lives, our what's going on, all that. And that's how we can interact with each other and help each other. And that's what we're here for, right? That's why Kindness Rising exists. That's why the Mornings in the Lab network exists, is to help people and to help each other. Absolutely. All right. So I guess hand ups, not handouts. I love that. Be driven. Absolutely. Hand it up, hand it over, all those things. We all share what we can when we can. All right. All right. So last we saw Cal and Stan were working on their trampoline idea. I don't know how this is all going to play out, but let's see if they have any new ideas with this. Maybe Reggie can help them.
Calder, can you please ask a normal question for once?
Fine. How many trampolines do we need for an IPO?
Reggie, you're the Chief PURR-iosity Officer. Do something. Great. Another pivot.
Oh my goodness. Another pivot, I guess, maybe leaning into a feline as your chief PURR-iosity. Oh my gosh, what's wrong with my brain? Chief PURR-iosity Officer. Yeah, that might not be the strongest point. I don't think. I think he's a little too erratic. So they're already pivoting again. We'll have to see what happens with Cal and Stan, and welcome Reggie to the crowd. I like him. He's fun. All right. Well, that's it. That's it. I went a little light today. We talked about curiosity. We talked about work stuff. Really encouraging people to get involved in our community. Come stick around. Come back. I will be here at 7:30 in the morning every day, Monday through Friday. You can get up on the right side of the bed with me. I'm sorry, I'm having trouble navigating my screen a little bit. So yeah, so I appreciate you. Stay out there, get out there, stay curious, have a lot of fun. Curiosity is not a weakness, it's a strategy. It's the ability to look at the same problem everyone else sees and wonder, what if? When curiosity is paired with growth, it becomes fuel. It keeps you exploring, innovating, and connecting. And that's what we do right here on Kindness Rising every morning, 7:30 a.m. We connect with Curiosity. Come on back tomorrow, 7:30 a.m. Take a peek on what Cal and Stan and Reggie are up to, and we'll continue to have our morning dose of hope, humanity, and heart. Get on over. Mornings in the Lab with Keith, John, and Friends is about to start. I'll see you all in a day. Have a great day. And as we always say, stay uncommon and stay kind.